4 months ago, the National Enterprise Development Program, NEDEP, was launched in Abuja. NEDEP is to bring about the holistic development of micro, small and medium enterprises, operators and the businesses themselves. And they are to work with the Bank of Industry, the Industrial Trust Fund and SMEDAN. Now, these 3 agencies are supposed to work with various state councils. 4 months later in Kano State, the first council has been launched. Four months after the introduction of the National Enterprises Development Program, NEDEP, in the Federal Capital Territory, Abuja, Kano State in northwest Nigeria has become the first state where the Council of Micro, Small and Medium Enterprises is launched.
The next item on the agenda.
With a record of 250,000 jobs created in the last 3 years, 80% of which are to the benefit of the women, it seems appropriate that the Minister of Industry, Trade and Investment, as well as the representatives of the 3 agencies involved with NEDEP, which are Industrial Training Fund, ITF, the Small and Medium Enterprises Development Agency of Nigeria, SMEDAN, and the Bank of Industry, meet here.
I said it's a 12-point agenda. So one is for those 3 institutions to come together. Second is to reform each one of them and make them relevant to delivering what they're supposed to do. The third area is to set up states MSMEs councils. The thought before was to have a national MSME council. You cannot have a national one and the SMEs are in local governments and states. It doesn't work that way. So this is the first MSME council that will be inaugurating in Nigeria for the first time. Why are we doing it? In that council, you have the people from the institution from governments that are responsible for enterprise development, the private sector and NGOs will be represented, and all the associations will be represented.
Kano State government is proud to be involved, mostly because NEDEP will help eliminate the factors which slow the pace of educating the people.
One stumbling block where poverty is acting against education is the cost of education. There are many talented people who have children who are from poor families and cannot afford to get education. And therefore, they have been chained by poverty right from childhood. So His Excellency decided to introduce a sufficient kind of scholarship. First of all, we started with 501 graduates with first class and second class upper only.
The 3 agencies seem ready to play their parts well. ITF to train and spread knowledge.
Under this NEDEP program, the ITF, as I said, will train the entrepreneurs whenever they desire it. In Kano here, you are lucky to have an industrial skills training center owned by the ITF. You know, this center has well-equipped workshops. In fact, the workshops that had been in place some years back are being upgraded, and I believe within the next 3 months, the Honorable Minister will come to commission these workshops, which we hope will be completed very soon. So you have facilities for training of your people. So I want to urge the Kano State government to make maximum use of these facilities.
SMEDAN to carry out research on ways in which states can maximize their comparative advantage.
We are now implementing the program in all the 36 states and local governments within the next 3 years under the NEDEP program. At the moment, SMEDAN has conducted sensitization programs, needs assessment, and selected products based on competitive and comparative advantages in all the 44 local government areas of Kano State. Some of these products identified include leather products, groundnut oil, rice, sugarcane, date palm, soya beans, and tomato. Our next line of action is to conduct baseline survey and value chain analysis and follow it up with identification of clusters and formation of cooperatives for specific intervention and access to finance. At this juncture, I want to thank the state government for providing the enabling environment for the execution of the pilot project. With the continued support of the government, NEDEP, as a program which is going to ensure the implementation of the One Local Government One Product initiative of the federal government, will be effectively implemented in the state towards achieving the objectives of job creation, wealth creation, and poverty alleviation in tandem with the transformation agenda of the present administration of Dr. Goodluck Jonathan, the President of the Federation of Nigeria.
While the Bank of Industry strategizes on ways to empower SMEs financially.
Part of the strategy of providing this fund is to encourage formation of clusters. Cluster formation is very key and very easy to access this facility at the end of the day. And we, in addition to also ensuring cluster formations, we also look at individual enterprises and cooperatives at the very grassroots level. We're also looking forward to providing such funding to them and small businesses. The thrust of the program is to extend credit facilities to the smaller level of businesses in Nigeria. And this we hopefully will achieve because Bank of Industry is well positioned with its own professional staff and the experience it has garnered over the years. And this we shall actively get involved with.
The package is even juicier with some special features such as working with the private sector and building industrial parks.
In my ministry, we have 23 IDCs global in Nigeria. We want to work with whoever is willing to work with us to turn them into SME industrial parks and clusters. That way, it makes it easier for SMEs to be in one location and reduce their cost of operation, and they have shared facilities. So those are some of the highlights of what we mean when we say NEDEP. It's a new way of delivering enterprise development in a country like Nigeria. An aspiration is that if we do it well, as we know we can, we will create at least 3.5 million jobs in the next 3 years.
Jamhaz Multipurpose Co-operative, makers of excellent floating fish feed,